Hey YouTube, it is April 30th, 2013, and today is my birthday. Yay for getting old! I had realized that it was a little over a month since I had last made my video. Life has been really hectic, so I figured I have a little while, I'm relaxing right now, I might as well actually make a video. So, it's about a month and a half now that I've been off of testosterone. Um, and there have been some changes, obviously, to how I feel and stuff. Uh, Decreased sex drive, which is really unfortunate. I mean, it's still there, but it's not what it was. So that's really depressing. The mentality of it is kind of still there, but not as much. I'm not thinking about it as much as I had been. So I'm really down about that. I would like that back. I actually enjoyed it because there had been a lull in my sex drive prior to testosterone. I had gone on a medication prior for a little while, months prior, actually last year. Wow, time flies. Which kind of depleted my sex drive, and it never just fully bounced back, which is really unfortunate. So I finally got the boost back to where I was. And that was on the baby dosage. I had never raised my dosage or the frequency that I had taken it. I had always taken the 0.25 for every 2 weeks from start to finish when I was on testosterone. My voice obviously has not dropped. Hair growth has stopped, although there was still some tea in my system, so some extra body hair had popped up, which was actually kind of a nice surprise. That was great. Aside from that, I don't know if my voice has changed. I'm actually going to compare this video when I'm done recording it to my last video, which was when I still had testosterone in my system. It should be pretty much the same. I'm hoping. I keep wondering if my facial shape has gone back to what it was. My face had masculinized due to the testosterone. I'm hoping that it still looks like that because I did like what it did to my jawline, and having this kind of this widen out and right here kind of thin out. It wasn't as round and feminine as it was pre-testosterone. The biggest thing, unfortunately, is that due to my being ill that time, I was told, don't bind until you feel better, and I had let a month go by, a little bit over a month go by before I tried to bind again, which was last week. And when I did, I could only bind for 40 minutes. I ended up becoming extremely sick and almost passing out. I had seen my doctor, my regular doctor, who was the one who had been monitoring me through everything, putting me and taking me off of testosterone, so on and so forth. Aside from just being, a regular doctor, she's fantastic and she's extremely knowledgeable. And she said your body can no longer handle binding. You can't bind anymore. Your body just it can't do it anymore. So, I'm pretty upset about that, to say the very least. I can't bind, and I have a pretty big chest, so whereas before, when I binded and I let, whatever facial hair that I had grow in, I would be sirred a bunch of times. I'm just getting, ma'am and miss and she and, hey pretty lady, thanks for acknowledging that I'm, pretty adorable, but not a lady, not a girl. So I've been pretty down about that. For the month that I couldn't bind, I was down about it, but it wasn't as bad because I was like, alright, well, as soon as I feel better, I can bind again. There was, just a process of healing, and then I figured I would be able to bind again, and now I can't. I accepted that, and as I've said many times, my health comes first. That's number one, no matter what. That doesn't take away from the fact that I'm extremely upset about not being able to bind. So, I'm trying to step up my saving up for top surgery and fundraising, and I have a GoFundMe site, which I might post on here, if not this time, the next time. I've had it since, I think, last September, and I've raised less than 5% of what the doctor who I want to use charges, which is, what the main goal was. Actually, I added an extra $1,000 to what he charges in case of him, adding, upping the bill, by the time I'm ready to have surgery. So I'm also looking into other fundraisers and trying to get ideas from some of my friends who have gone through surgery, or who are in the process of raising the money, or so on and so forth. So, I doubt that it's going to happen anytime before the end of this year. I should say it's not going to happen before the beginning of next year. I want to be as realistic as possible. I don't want to, say, alright, by December, that's it, I'm going to be, scheduling top surgery, not have that happen. I want to be as realistic as possible. So I'm trying to get ideas of what to do. There was a product called the Frog Bra, which, is a sports bra kind of thing, that, it completely it takes away any bouncing that might happen. It minimizes, they just don't move. Again, I do believe it minimized, but it was so popular and used such unique material. They don't actually make the material anymore, so the company who produces the Frog Bra is actually trying to find another vendor who does, or would be willing to produce this material so they can continue making it again, which would be wonderful. In the meantime, I'm looking at their other options. If anyone watching has any suggestions on how to at least minimize a very large chest, and I mean very large, I would really appreciate it, because even minimizing it would make me feel better. Dealing with the fact that they're there, okay, but as long as they appear smaller than they actually are, I would be very happy. So that's what I'm focusing on right now. Trying to find a healthy solution that will not hurt my chest again, or cause me to almost pass out, and save up money. So I probably am going to be posting a link again, either this time or more likely next time. Since I'm in kind of a rush now, I just looked at the time, I have to be getting ready soon. I'm going to be, I'll post a link to my GoFundMe at that point, in that video, and I'm going to be trying to make that in like a week or two. I'm waiting to hear back from my doctor in the meantime, her opinion on what I could do, since she is just so knowledgeable, and she works at Cal and Lord, which is where I go, which is the LGBT community health center. So they're knowledgeable, they know what they're doing. This isn't just an office who, has a few great ideas. This is what they do. Aside from that, I'm dealing with some health issues. So I'm trying to stay as healthy as possible. I would like to become active again. I have mentioned in the past that I want to join the LGBT swim team based in New York City. That's going to have to wait until after top surgery now, since it's not like I can wear a binding top or something like that in the water. I wouldn't do that anyway. I feel that it's dangerous. When you need a large lung capacity, in order to swim, restricting that just does not seem like a good idea. So that's on hold also. Aside from that, I really just don't think that I have much else to to add, the weather is getting beautiful. It's getting warmer out, which I love. I just wish that I either had a flat chest at this point or that I was able to bind so I could, you know, go out in shorts and a t-shirt and get served and not feel that everyone is looking at my chest and that's preceding me. But I'm going to try and enjoy the weather anyway. I got a great haircut Saturday, so I'm pretty happy. It had been like a good 6-7 weeks since I got my haircut, so it was about time. I feel lighter. I think that's really about it. I always say that I'm going to organize my thoughts and then talk about it, and I just never do, unfortunately, so sorry about that, but I just want to give that update, what's going on. So I'm off of testosterone for the time being. Hopefully in the future I will be able to go on, but probably the gel. If anyone has experience with the gel, let me know. I can't bind, but if anyone has any suggestions for minimizing chest size and fundraising, let me know. I will be posting a link to my GoFundMe fundraising page next time, which will hopefully be next week. Sweet haircut. That's really about it. So next time, I actually, aside from that, I actually want to discuss, you know, is there such a thing as post-tea? We always say pre-tea or on tea, but is there a post-tea? Would we call it that if someone has to stop testosterone or chooses to stop? You know, it's been something that I've been thinking about. So if anyone has any ideas on that or any opinions, send them my way. I would definitely love to hear other people's opinions. So thank you very much, and enjoy the weather if it's nice by you wherever you are, and take care. Bye.